Good evening. Hello. Welcome.
Big up to everybody in the chat.
I think I better put my earphones in. It might help. Oh, good heavens.
Big up to everybody in the chat.
All of you. Good evening, all. Can't give you an update because he hasn't rung me. So there we go. That's 2 weeks running he hasn't rung me. So hopefully somebody in the chat can give a bit of an update. And see what comes along. Oh, good heavens above. He didn't ring me last week. He must have rung the wrong number because I had no missed calls on my telephone. So there we have it. So anyway, people, Kelsey will probably put an update in because Sheila spoke to him at some point, I presume, during the week. And she might even speak to him while we're on live. You never know, do you? But there you go. That's life. So, like I say, no updates. Again. But I presume it must be good news, because if it was bad news, he just had he got to know. So you have to excuse me. So anyway, folks, hope everybody's had a good week since the last Sunday night's hour of waffle and whatever. Making hay while the sun shines, as they say. Well, saying that, the sun's not bloody shining, it's dark now. But so, who have we got in? There you go, Kelsey's put an update in. Nothing new, really just work and English. Another boring week, but another week closer to coming out. There you go. I once thought of coming out, but I didn't bother. I thought nobody would believe me. So I didn't bother. There you go. Anyway. What can we talk about? Nothing's happened in the week, has it? Really. But no news is good. Bad news. No bad news. I don't know. There's a saying there somewhere, but I don't know what it is because I can't remember. But it's an age thing. I'm forgetting things. Unfortunately. In fact, it's just gone out of my head what I was going to say. Evening, Sharon.
Massive shout out to Sharon.
Well, I don't know if that came through. I didn't hear that quite right, but there you go. Yeah. Am I missing something in the chat there? No, I don't think so. We're nearly at double figures. That's a bit new. We're only 5 minutes in. We don't normally get to double figures till about 7:30. But brain's dead. It's gone. Every other day is better than not at all, I suppose. Yeah, that's right. But anyway, weeks to do are getting few. Months are even less. Jilly, good evening. Nice to see you. To see you, nice. And I can't give any update, Jilly, because we haven't had any. I haven't had an update tonight or today. But he'll probably get round to me. Yeah, I bet he's sick of watching TV. There's not a great deal on, is there, really? Now, saying that, I watched a couple of films in the last couple of days. I couldn't tell you what they are because I can't remember the titles. But Sharon, he must have got the number wrong, love. So I don't know what he's doing. Clary, I bet you he is. I only have one number. And if it ain't the one he's ringing, it's not me, is it? So if he's ringing it, I don't know how his calls work. Does he actually dial the call, or does he ask somebody to for the call? I don't know how it works. He needs to check the number. I presume when he rings Kelsey can update him, make sure he's got the correct number, because I haven't changed my number. It's always the same. But there must be something wrong. We're into double figures. Look at that. Bargain Brits in the sun. Yeah. The sun bit's all right. But yeah, Kelsey, if he's like me, he'll have put two of the digits the wrong way around. I do it all the time. I've done it loads of times. But we'll see how it goes anyway. Got a diary. What's that? What's that all about? A diary? Does he use it? Or does he just put telephone numbers in? He should be writing it all down, shouldn't he? Really? To make sure he doesn't forget anything when he comes out. He knows exactly. I won't tell him because he'll know. He'll say, "Yeah, Grandad, I already know that." So there you go. But you can live in hope, I suppose. Who else we got? Who I haven't said hello to. There's a couple sat in the background, so I don't know who they are. Yeah, Kels, you've got my number, so you'll be able to check with him which one he's got. So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I watched a film last night, and it was I think it was called 6888, or it might have been 9888. It was about the postal, the only women's battalion to go to the European theatre of war in the Second World War. And they had to go and sort out the mail because the troops weren't getting the mail, and the mothers and fathers and uncles and aunties and granddads and kids weren't getting mail. So they sorted it all. And quite honestly, they treated them like shit. But that's Yanks for you, isn't it? You know? Typical Yank. But there you have it. Different time, I suppose. But if you get a chance to watch it, it's worth watching. I enjoyed it. It was a good film. It's only about an hour and a half long. But it's a good film. It's so good, I even had tears in my eyes at one point. I don't know if that's because I poked myself in the eye when I was having a coffee, but it might not have been. Yeah, Noxie, does he, when you send him a message, does he answer? Does he reply? And if he does reply, has his handwriting got any better? Or is it all shaky still? But yeah, I do apologise. I just can't get my head in gear for some reason. It's not working correctly tonight. Yeah, but do I have a look of blankness on my face? Because I've got a look of because the head's empty. I think it's I'm going to blame it on my brother because he's getting on my wick at the moment. So yeah, it's the winter nights, I think. Yeah, I think you're right, Sharon. It's they're a bit cold and miserable, aren't they? Right. Yeah. It's been so long since I sent an email, I've forgotten how to do it. Well, I know how to send emails, but I might start sending him once a week because I think I've got quite a bit of credit on my account, and hopefully nobody else in the family is going to go in, Nick. So I'll never use it, will I? So I might just start sending him once a week. Send him an email just to let him know I still love him. Yeah, spring will be here soon. Well, not soon enough, but soon. It must be getting to spring because I saw some daffodils the other day. And that's unusual, isn't it? Daffodils. I was quite surprised when I saw them. Well, saying that, somebody could have just put plastic in the bloody garden, couldn't they? You never know. People nowadays. But Sharon, he should he should talk highly of me. I'm the only one. I was going to say I'm the only one he's got, but I'm not, am I? Thinking about it. There you go. But what? Where are we? Yeah, Sharon, I hope you feel a bit better this week. You've not had it so good lately, I seem to recall. But hopefully you'll be getting better. I'm still waiting for my test results. They told me 7 days. So 7 days is up tomorrow. So hopefully I'll get my results. I might have failed. Yeah, Sharon, do you know that can happen, can't it? But I think nowadays it's because the reason people don't ring is because of this social media shit. You know, they send you a thing on Facebook or Instagram or whatever and hope that you're going to see it and answer. I'm glad, Sharon. I'm glad you're getting to feel a bit better. But always plenty of rest. It's good for you, isn't it? Rest. I'm getting loads of bloody rest. I have this problem. We used to call it Egyptian PT. Somebody might ask what Egyptian PT is. You never know. But some of you might even know what Egyptian PT is. But we'll see. Somebody might come forward with an idea. Excuse me while I have a drink because Kelsey's never heard of Egyptian PT. Well, there you go, Kelsey. I'm teaching you things now. Well, I will in a minute. Yeah, Egyptian PT is you're lying down all the time. So, so I have this problem at the moment. I can't get my backside out of bed. No matter what time I go to bed. Whether I go, the other night I went to bed at about 10 o'clock and I didn't get up till 11 the next morning. Oh, wow, what's that all about? Evening, Bobby. Nice to see you. Nice. Yeah, so Egyptian PT's coming well in. I'm doing loads of it. Can't get my backside out of bed. It's I must be lacking something. I don't know what it is, but I must be lacking it. Yeah, lying in bed thinking of exercise. I was saying that yesterday morning. It might not have been yesterday morning. One morning anyway. It was real. I woke up at 6 o'clock and I thought, wow, get up. So I got up, made a coffee, and I'm not bloody staying up at 6 o'clock. I'm going back to bed. So I went back to bed. Woke up about 11:15. My coffee's still on the side cold. So there you bloody go. That's what it's like. We're well into double figures now. We're on a roll. Sunday night, we're on a roll. Vitamin D, is that what it is? Deficiency. Wow. What do you get vitamin D in? What does that come in then? Matty, good evening. Where do we get vitamin D from? There must be something I've stopped eating. I say that I'm never hungry, so I have to put on me. I've got a thing on me phone. Well, it ain't on my phone. It's on me. I'm not going to say the word, but my Alexa thing. That evening, Carlos. That reminds me at 8 o'clock on the night to make sure I've eaten for the day, because Clary, is that what it is? A lack of sunlight. Wow. Do you know, I never thought of that one. Well, you learn something every day, don't you? Anyway.
Big up to everybody in the chat.
That's for all those who have missed. I'll send you the link for vitamin D supplements. Right. Another bloody tablet. Oh, I eat oily fish. I eat liver. And I eat eggs. So I'm not dipping out that way. So I bet there's not many in the in the chat that likes liver, but I do. I'm old school. I like liver and onions, liver and bacon. Love it all. Sharon, it says if they don't ring with the results, you ring them. Yeah, well, I'll leave it till lunchtime and see if I get anything. There's no updates tonight from me for Levi because because he hasn't rung me tonight. But yeah, Matty, he's down in Nottinghamshire. I've forgotten the name of the place, but it's one of those government places he's at the moment in Nottinghamshire. Somebody will tell me where it is. I can't remember. Sharon, I'll wait for my results, darling. I'm not going to do anything until I get that. It's Loudham Grange. There you go. Noxie put in Loudham Grange. And who's Knotted? Good evening, Knotted. I don't think I saw you come into the chat. You just jumped in. Anyway, big up. Nice to see you. The name, it doesn't ring a bell, if you see what I mean. But, like I say to everybody, I'm at that age where I forget things. All right. Just had your dinner. Lovely. That's nice. I like a Sunday dinner. Was it a Sunday dinner or was it just like a dinner? Does that make sense? A dinner or a Sunday dinner? Makes sense in my head. Yeah, Carlos. I'm at a wise age. I'm so wise. I keep forgetting everything I'm bloody saying. I have to keep going through the chat to make sure I haven't missed anything. Yeah, Bobby. She's told him. I think he's transcribed my telephone number into his file of facts or whatever you call these things nowadays. That he'll have put the digits wrong. I do it all the time. I put the digits in the wrong order. I always put the same two digits in the wrong order. And there you go. I got a thing from Tesco saying, can you, what do you call it when they make you, oh, I don't know what you call it. You see, Ed's gone again. What did they ring me? They rang me to say you haven't done your I don't know what it is. Forget it. You see, thick as a dustbin bloody lid. I was going to say rectify, but it's not rectify. Anyway. Evening, Bibby. Apparently he's doing all right. He's got another boring week. He's every other couple of days he's doing his English and stuff, and he's catching up. Verified, Jilly. Thank you. That's the word. Verify. Anyway, get back to the Tesco's app. So they phoned me up and said, you haven't verified your account. So I said, oh, okay. How do I do that? She says, well, just go on the app and ask to verify, and it'll phone you and give you a verification number. So I went on the app, said verify, wait for a number, no number came. No, what the job? So I got on my computer, logged into my account, and lo and behold, I put the digits on my telephone number the wrong way bloody round. So instead of 59, I put 95. So of course it doesn't ring. And then it says to change your telephone number, you need to put the last 4 digits of your card in. No, well, I can't because I haven't got a bloody card. I'm on an app. And you can't see your digits on the app. They're all little X's. Anyway, I didn't get it verified. So I phoned them up. And I said, can you change the telephone number on my account? Oh, what's your last 4 digits on you? And I don't know. All right. Well, we can't do it then. You'll have to find your card. I don't know where it is. Oh, well, we'll send you a new one. So I said, so this new card I'll be getting, will it be the same numbers as the previous cards? Yeah. So, okay, then I'll wait for that. So she says it'll be anywhere up to 10 days. It's all right. I'm not in a rush. I only go to Tesco's once every month, and it's only because they have coffee on the cheap. Well, it's on the cheap if you use your app. So anyway, so Bibby, I think Levi's job's the same as it was, mate. I think he's still hammering the nails in or sewing the cushions or whatever he used to do. I think he's still doing it. I haven't been told any different, so I presume he's still on the case. Well, it's not a case, is it? It might be a settee or a chair or something like that. I don't know, really, because I have no idea. I think his job at the moment's watching bloody telly. He can't keep up. Yeah. Yorkshire born, Yorkshire bred. Strong in the arm, thick in the head. Yeah, I've said that for years and years and years. But you don't have to rub it in, Bobby, because of some, I don't know what it is, but there you go. Anyway, now that Bobby's on, just to remind everybody, I do apologise if my sound of my voice went a bit louder there. I started to bloody shout. So it was like my mum. I can hear my mum in the background shouting, "You're not in the bloody 50-acre field, shut up." Anyway, Bobby, just to remind everybody in the chat, because we're into double figures, which I don't normally keep, double figures, but we'll be live tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. And me and Bobby will be chewing the cud and whatever you do and chatting about whatever we chat about. And hopefully somebody will come on the chat and drop some hints what we can talk about, because it's nice when people come on and say, "Oh, do you know about so-and-so? And do you know about so-and-so?" Because then it jogs your memory and away we go. So anyway, that's for tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. If you can't make it, send a note. It's okay. I'll accept notes. Sharon, no, but does anybody watch Emmerdale, for Christ's sake? You don't need to watch it every night anyway. You only need to watch it once every 3 months, because if you watch one from one episode, you can glean everything that happened 3 months previously. Same on the other one, Corin Cake Street, and the one in the pub. I can't remember the one in the pub, but I don't watch them. I just know about them. Now, saying that, I used to have to watch them. Unfortunately, I was in kind of a relationship where I had to do as I was told. So there you go. And I had to watch all the shit. Carlos, yeah, I remember it well, mate. I remember Annie sat there in that kitchen. Good heavens, that's thrown me way back into my teens. And Jack, I can remember Jack having a go at his mum, little shit. Yeah, but there you go. That's Emmerdale Farm. Used to love it. Yeah, I do have another channel. As Kelsey says, I've got another channel there, Genealogy Guy. Unfortunately, at the moment, I'm a little bit off my genealogy thing at the moment. I do apologise if anybody's going on and looking and whatever, but I'm not in I'm not in the correct frame of mind. Amos Braley and Mr. Wilkes. Yeah, I once met Mr. Wilkes. Let me just say, I can't remember his name, but I once met him. I used to have a pub in just near what do you call that bloody airport? Leeds Bradford Airport. And in this pub, a lot of Yorkshire television people used to use the pub. And you make friends, don't you? Well, publicans make friends. Not easily, but you make friends. And I got a couple of tours of Yorkshire TV studios in Leeds, way back in the 70s, maybe early 80s. I can't remember the exact time. And on one of them, they've been doing some work on Emmerdale, at the studio, and he came out. And I thought, wow, there you go, Mr. Famous. Anyway, he didn't speak to me, little shit. But there you go. Oh, yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, Clary. What's this Ruby and all that kind of crap? Surely people aren't watching that and make it. You know what's going to come anyway. There'll be, I presume there'll be somebody with cancer and another one who's just come out the closet and another one who just got married to a same sex, and they're all in it. You know, if you see it on one, you'll see it on them all. They'll all do it. Funnily enough, last night on the TV, I saw an advert for what's the young lad who was on the farm, and he's now got a farm. I can't remember. It was I can't remember, but he looks like he's enjoying himself. Bibby, it is, mate. It is. It's hooey booey. You know, it's all shite in the third degree. But you know, if it fills your time, it fills your time, doesn't it? I've got better things to do with my time. Kelsey, I hope you're talking to Bibby and not me. Oh, yeah. Anyway, Carlos, Prisoner Cell Block H. It's on the telly at the moment. It's on every night. And I'm trying to remember the channel because I've seen it advertised on one of the channels I get. It could be you and Dave or Dave Javu or one, you know, it's not yesterday, but it's one of those old channels, and it's on every night. It's Prisoner Cell Block H. Not that I watch it, but saying that, back in the day, I watched a couple of episodes. But I think I had a bit of a. I think he had a bit of a crush on one of the actresses. I can't remember who it was, but you'll have to forgive me because I've just got a message come through. Yeah, right. What a dickhead. Yeah, I've forgotten. You see, I got a message come through and I've forgotten what I was talking about. Can't remember now. Oh, I was on about Prisoner Cell Block H. Yeah. Bibby, I don't think you could sit in silence, mate. I don't think you could do it. Just sit on the naughty step and keep quiet. I don't think there's much chance of that in there. Bibby sitting quiet. Yeah, so yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, Bobby says half of them come from Albert Hill in Lancashire, but there you go. Carlos, it could be on that Prisoner Cell Block H could be on the channel called Gold. Thinking about it, I shall when I put my I forgot what you call it. When I put my TV on tonight, I'll look through the channel and see which one it is. And next week, I'll write it down so I don't forget. But next week, I'll say what channel it is. Yeah. I've only watched Brokeback Mountain once. Yeah, Roots was okay, but And I tell you what, I don't think I've seen repeats of Roots on TV. And Kelsey, I certainly don't watch Paul Rue's Drag Race. I think it's the second biggest heap of shit on TV. You don't want to know what the first is, but that's the second. Bobby, I've just told you why I don't watch Prisoner Cell Block H. I watched it a long time ago when it was first out. And it was because my mum was watching it. And whatever mum watched, I had to watch. So I watched it. But I did get a little bit hooked on one of the actresses, and I can't remember her name, but it might come back to me before I come out of this. Come out of this. Forgot what you call this. Oh, stream. That's what they call it. Golden shot. Bernie the Bold. Get in. Shoot a couple of people while you're at it. But yeah, there is quite a lot of old programs getting not repeated, getting brought back in the same format but different people, if that makes sense. Can't be the same people, can it? Because they're all bloody dead. Oh, now that Sharon, that was Dusty Bin wasn't in the Golden Shot. I'm trying to remember what it was in, but it wasn't in the Golden Shot. It was, Ted Rogers used to host the thing. 3, 2, 1. That's what it was, because he always used to go 3, 2, 1. I used to think, what's he doing, the dickhead? But the clues were so far out, he wasn't bloody real. I don't know how anybody ever won anything. But there you go. I mean, it was a difficult watch. Was 3, 2, 1. Yeah, Charlie was all right. He was a nice lad. He used to live in. No, I'm thinking of somebody else. I was going to say he used to live in Doncaster, but that wasn't Charlie Williams. Charlie Williams, when he had the nightclub in Brid, he used to, when summer season, he used to come in about 3:30 in the morning for his ale, for his drinks. Baby, I'm not telling you. Oh, and he's not a bloody presenter. Baby, he's not a presenter, mate. And he's certainly not a newscaster. He's a dickhead. But it was here. Bullseye. That's it. Bullseye was, here's what you could have won. Noxie, you had to come out with it, didn't you? Bloody had to come out with it. Nobody can keep it out. They have to bring his name up. But, yeah. Bullseye. Here's what you could have won. A caravan. Yeah. Or a speedboat. What the bloody hell was that all about? Who'd want to win a pigging caravan? Maybe I wouldn't. I'd rather watch nothing. Yes, it was filmed at the studios in Leeds. Love it. Evening, Peter. Yeah. He had the divvy stick right at the beginning, mate. He wasn't even in the chat, but he got the bloody stick. That one would be good, Clary. I don't think they'd let you. I don't think they'd let you. I was going to say I don't think they'd let you show that on TV, but they let you show everything bloody else. But yeah. Anyway, Dusty Bin. I don't know how anybody ever won that either, because it was so bloody hard. No wonder it didn't last long. Nobody could get it. But it, like I say, there's quite a lot of. I've noticed quite a lot of old game shows that seem to be springing back onto the TV with new presenters. Yeah, he did. Charlie Williams was a pro football player. I never saw him play. Well, I think I did. I think I saw him play Aladdin once, but it might not have been Aladdin. It could have been something else. It was in the. He was in the pantomime in Brid one year. I can't remember what he was now. Yeah, Generation Game. That was not too bad, was it? It's. I'm trying to think of the comedian who used to live in Doncaster. Oh no, that might be wrong. I was going to say Les Dawson, but that could be wrong. He used to use the pub as well when he was at the summer season in Brid. Yeah, I've noticed that Graham Norton's doing the Wheel of Fortune, but I don't watch it. There's so much to watch that's old, if you know what I mean. And I do pick out 3 or 4 films a week and watch those. And I've got I forgot what they call it, the SAS Rogue Heroes. I've got to watch that because it's the 6 episodes are out now, so I'll be watching that. Yeah, Kelsey, I like The Wheel. I can honestly say, but I do like Michael McIntyre. He's really good. I watched his Big Show last night. That was quite good, except it had on, what's his name? Jamie Oliver. Oh, there you go. Yeah. So, Michael McIntyre is quite good. I do like his. And Bibby's just said Ant and Dec. Well, Ant and Dec have that that show on. I think that's on a Saturday night as well, where they can climb the ladder and win buckets of money. That's quite good. Yeah, Sharon. Good night, sweetheart. Take care. I'll be thinking about you. Well, yeah.
Massive shout out to Sharon.
There you go. I can't do with the 1% Club. I can't. It's not. I think I've watched it once. I just think it's a stupid thing. It seems to be a bit thick or a bit stupid. I don't know really. Yeah. Man, saying that, I watched a film on, I think it was Wednesday night, about what was that one called? The Quiz Girl, it's called. And that was quite interesting. It was about a young girl who could answer every bloody question going. And I can't remember the quiz she went. It was an American quiz. And if you won one week, you came back the next week, and you won. You know, you kept coming back as you're winning. She ended up being the person who won the most shows, and in the end, she worked for him. So it's worth a watch. It was quite funny at times, and that was, I think it was called The Quiz Girl. I do get to watch quite a few films. That was an accidental mouse. What's that then? What's the accidental mouse? What's that? So, Kelsey, when you watch it, you avoid the adverts and forward the chit chat. So really, you only wait for the answer. That's a hell of a program, isn't it? Do you know, I think I've got nits. I used to be married to one. Don't think she's in my hair now, though. But there you go. Anyway, folks, just to remind you, Monday nights, Bobby and Paul having a bit of a chin wag, as Yorkshire folk do. We talk about shite all, really. And yeah, and that's 7:00 tomorrow night on Cheg's granddad's channel, and hopefully next week or maybe the week after, I might get back to doing my genealogy channel. Yeah, baby, if I can get my act together, I shall see if I can sort a quiz out. Yeah, as I say, I'm a bit off kilter at the moment, so I haven't gone to sleep. I've just closed my eyes, as you do. Yeah, if I can get my act together, I shall sort a quiz out for tomorrow night. But don't bank on it, because I might not. You never know. Not it. Just I don't know if you and as I say, I do apologise because I'm old and I forget things. I don't know if you've subbed to the genealogy channel, but if you haven't, that's where to go. And there's 3 or 4 vids on there on how to start and what you need to start and stuff like that. And there's a couple of things on, how it can help. because, I've got 25 years experience of searching the genealogy stuff. So I do know quite a little bit about it, quite a lot really about it. And I know the pitfalls because I've done them all. I've done all the pitfalls. Yeah. I think if you go on to the genealogy channel, I think you can. I have a Discord server where you can get in touch, and of course, with it being Discord, we can have a one-to-one, and you'll and we can hopefully sort you something out, because as I've said previously, you don't have to be up on the stuff. You just need to start it. If you can start it, and then what I suggest you do, Notted, is go and have a chat with your dad, and use your phone and record when he's telling you the tales. Because my brother's told me loads. He's got a fantastic memory as my brother. He can go all the way back to when we lived on the aerodrome in Brid, and he can go all the way back and name people and all that kind of things. And I've always forgotten to record what he's said, so I've got to try and remember what he's told me, so I can put it in I don't know, in my tree, because we're coming towards the end, and I don't want to waste people's time in me talking about shite, but I have a really cheap online archive and it's an archive for my family tree. So you upload your family tree into this archive, and then you can just add photographs, stories, videos you can make. It's just an archive, and it's less than £1 a week, and you can put as much on it as you want. It's the best thing since sliced bread, quite honestly. And anyway, if you get into doing your genealogy and you get me into doing it with you, we can point you into how you can keep an online archive. Because if you have an online archive, what you've got to remember is it's all right for you, but your kids will be able to get into it as well. And when I say kids, I don't mean 2 and 3 year olds, but later on in life, they'll be able to have access to your archive, so that archive carries on, and you just carry it on. It's like like back in the day, well back before my time, they used to have family Bibles, and in the family Bible they used to put everything that happened in the people's lives. Billy had a son at 6:30 on Friday morning, and he weighed 2 stone 6. All that kind of stuff. Well, people don't do family Bibles now. People don't do what do you call them? Diaries. People don't do diaries. There is one or two, but not many people fill a diary. And an online archive, quite honestly, is the way to go, because you can give access to anybody to your online archive, and they will all be able to input their stuff. Anyway, so we've come up to the hour, and I just want to say,
please leave a comment. The stream's about to finish. Leave your comment, refresh the page, leave a comment. You can't leave one now. You have to refresh it as soon as it's ended. Please do that. Respect.
Yeah, so there you go. Just like to say thank you for coming, and
big up to everybody in the chat.
And I'm going to say TTFN, live long and prosper, and hopefully see you tomorrow night or next week.